Hey, beautiful souls, and welcome to Around the Kitchen Table, a space for honest conversations, stories from the heart, and gentle reminders that we're all walking each other home. I'm Laura Island, mother, creative, soul-led CEO of Sacred Sister CIC, and the woman behind Wise Sacred Woman. I'm a witch with ADHD, and this podcast is where we gather to share the real, raw, and radiant parts of life. Each week, we'll explore what it means to live in rhythm with ourselves, with nature, and with one another. We'll talk about womanhood, sisterhood, creativity, leadership, spirituality, and the messy magic of being a human. So pour yourself a cuppa, get comfy, and let's meet here around the kitchen table, where stories are medicine and every voice belongs. Hey, my loves. Welcome back to Around the Kitchen Table. Feels like a week. This month, this season has been a lot, and I am sitting here in my car, having been awake since a very early o'clock this morning. I'll tell you a bit more about that in a moment because it's been a crazy day already, and it's only 10:33. And I want to be really honest with you today because that's who I am, and that's what Sacred Sister really is all about. So, we don't pretend we're fine when we're crumbling. I don't feel like I'm crumbling so much today. This week has been a bit of a mirror. It's like a cosmic highlighter pen. It's like a, hey, babe, look here. You can't avoid this anymore. Between the solar flares and the retrogrades and the emotional whiplash, the technology glitches, the miscommunication, the overwhelm. It's felt like everything has really been asking me to slow down, to look inward and to choose differently. So today's episode is all about what's really been going on energetically. I can't even speak. What's really been going on energetically? The old patterns that really surfaced hard. I kind of feel like I want to take my glasses off because they've gone all dark. Oh my gosh, but it's so bright. Where I found myself really hiding in my truths this week and hiding from my truth, and how I'm really wanting to begin to set into boundaries that are real, necessary boundaries that honor kind of who I'm becoming, because that's really the work. So I came out of last weekend's Mind Body Spirit Festival, which was amazing and lovely. And all the time I'm in it, and there's a vibe, and I'm doing it, and it's great. And then I come out of it, and I'm absolutely exhausted. But I don't really. Oh, I'm trying to hold my laptop on my knees. Apologies, which didn't work. So yes, I came out of there, and it was pretty full on, and everything, the lights, the space, the people, the connections. I love it all, and it's really hard going. Just putting my glasses out of the way. So why am I sitting in my car? Because my daughter is on her ride. She's on her hack since we moved house. She doesn't have her own access to her own horse anymore. And so we are here trekking, and she's trekking for 2 hours. And this morning I woke up at 3:33 and I got up at 4:44. Oh my God. And I created the web page ready for the Sacred Pause, which is just coming. And it feels like there's a lot. And I haven't been able to get my head together all week. And then it was like at 5:55, I was like on it, on a mission, got it done, got loads done. And then I was like, oh, I haven't done the podcast for today. And so I'm going to talk to you a bit more about what that energy's all been about this week, because if you've been feeling wobbly or jittery or emotional or overwhelmed, honestly, you're not alone. I mean, my face is still blotchy it's blotchy because I'm sat in the sun, but blotchy because I literally have cried this week, like bucket loads. We've been inside this massive solar activity, one of the biggest flares of the year. huge waves of energy that like hit our emotions and our nervous systems. It's an upgrade, yes, but also agitation and fatigue and anxiety and old wounds resurfacing. And then we've got Mercury messing with communication, clarity, and boundaries. I mean, oh my God, the amount of tech stuff this week that just like one afternoon, just nothing worked. All the websites were down that I was needing to work on, and literally like nothing worked for 3 hours, and it was so frustrating. And then it's also the new moon yesterday. So that's really stirred the emotional pot. It's like really whispering, what are you done carrying into winter? What have you done that you don't need to carry any further? What wounds have you just not healed yet? And it was like one after the other. It was like bam, bam, bam. So this whole combination, it's like the universe turned every woman into a tuning fork. Everything like unresolved became really, really loud. And I know that because I have the pleasure of being inside our sanctuary and hearing what's going on for the other women there. There's so much grief coming up this week, and tears and anxiety, and people just making really kind of big decisions on like, actually, I just can't do this anymore. And I noticed that I was kind of hiding from myself, It's this week has shown me like parts of myself that I really thought I'd already dealt with. I watched myself collapse my boundaries because I didn't want to upset anyone. I watched myself slip into the old I'm fine, like I'll just carry it myself kind of pattern. The overwork as a way to avoid feeling it, the ignoring the symptoms in my body and the signs where my body was screaming, was like pretending I wasn't triggered when I absolutely was, and then kind of moving into emotional survival mode instead of like that deep feminine truth. And it's always humbling, like when the work that I teach really comes back around for me to meet it again so that I can really deal with it from a different place. Oh, sorry. If you're watching this, you'll be laughing because I keep dropping my laptop. It's like wedged between my steering wheel and the door of my car. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but that would about sum up this week. Like everything you think is okay. I'm like holding up my laptop with my thumbs, but obviously I keep moving slightly. And if you're listening to this, you're gonna be like, what on earth is she going on about? Anyway, so it's humbling when the work comes. And I forgot to tell my husband as we were in kind of fallout mode. Apologies if you can hear lots of noise and men in the background. Someone's just arrived to go riding. So that's the thing, right? Every time we rise to a new level, we just meet an old pattern that's, in the way, or we meet an old pattern in a new way. Like awareness precedes change. I say this so much. And this week's brought like awareness in shouty capital letters. So let me ask you something. Did you feel any of this? Like, let's list some. Were you people pleasing? Were you overgiving? Were you hyper independent? I'm fine, I've got this, thanks. Where did jealousy arise? Were you not feeling heard or seen? Did you get stuck taking responsibility for other people's emotions? Did you have an inability to say no this week? Did you say yes more times when you wanted to say no? Was there emotional exhaustion? Did you want to hide? Did you want to run? Did you feel like you've got nothing left in the tank, or feeling really disconnected from yourself? If you're nodding at any of those, same, same, same. These patterns show up when we're tired, stretched, or upgrading. So they show us where we're still living from that kind of place of survival instead of sacred self-connection. So for me this week, I kind of ended with like one massive message from the universe. It's like, you cannot take these patterns into winter. Winter is not the season to have leaky energy. It's not the season to abandon yourself. It's not the season where the feminine, you know, falls apart. It's where we remember her truth, and it's where roots grow stronger and deeper and wiser. So right now, I want to share with you what I'm calling in. I'm calling in number one, and this is, you can hold me accountable to these. I'm calling in a boundary around my energy. If I'm tired, I'm going to rest. If I'm overwhelmed, I'm going to pause. If my body says no, then it's a no. Not a not yet, maybe. It's an absolute no. Number two, like a boundary around my kind of emotional labor. I'm no longer rescuing, fixing, or carrying what isn't mine. I love deeply, and actually, it's time to choose myself. Number three, a boundary around my creativity. I'm creating only from alignment, not pressure, not from should, not from fear, not from, oh, what do I need to do now? But from alignment. Right now, what's in alignment is we're coming into the darker days of winter. It's cold. It's turned really cold. It was too hot last week. It's too cold this week. It's cold. So, I don't want to create from a need to push, so I'm creating a boundary around my creativity. Number four, this is a biggie. I am creating a boundary around my digital life. More presence, less noise, softening the scroll, strengthening the soul. I am not going to be caught scrolling, doom scrolling. She says, I'm tapping my fingers on my laptop, if you can hear that, because already as I feel that, I'm a bit jittery. And it's not because I feel like oh God, I've got my laptop again. I got better at not doom scrolling quite so much, but it's definitely crept back in. Definitely. So a boundary around my digital life. Here's a biggie. Number five, I'm going to create a boundary around relationships. If it's draining or misaligned or unsafe, I'm stepping back. And if it's nourishing, kind, and reciprocal, then I'm going to say yes. So if you're someone in my inner circle and I step back from you, you know that something's not aligning. I rarely do that. I just stay. Just stay. And actually, I've created a life where it's full of people that I absolutely love and adore. So it will be much more of the same. But I rarely say yes to doing stuff with those people because I'm too busy. So actually, I'm going to look at how I nourish myself with my relationships. And number six, I am going to create a boundary around my winter pace. It's the season of slow, of quiet, of deep listening, and honestly, of afternoon long naps and moments by the fire reading my book without feeling guilty. So I really am going to honor that. So take a breath with me. Here's some questions for you. Where in your life are the old patterns calling you forward? Where are they calling you out? Where are they saying, actually, do you know what? You've got to really listen now because you can't keep doing this. Where in your life are the old patterns calling you forward? And where have you been hiding? Where are you not showing up for yourself in the way that you could? I'm not going to say should, could. And where do you need a boundary? Where would it serve you better to have a boundary that says, you know what? Whatever it is, I need to spend more time with me. I need to spend less time scrolling. I need to spend more time in bed. One of my other boundaries is that I'm going to have, like, as part of my digital thing, I'm having no screen time after 9 o'clock at night. That's quite hard in the winter because I love a box set of some stuff. But actually, I don't need that after 9 o'clock at night. I should be stopping earlier. Oh, so where do you need a boundary? And what? Can't even get my words out. That sums it up. Well, I still can't get my words out. I should probably cut that out and edit. If I was really professional at this podcasting stuff, I would edit that out. But actually, that is the reality of my life. So why would I edit that out? What was I going to say? What are you done? What are you done carrying into winter? So what are you not going to carry into winter? What are you going to pull together so that you don't have to carry it? What are you releasing? What are you leaving behind? So I was feeling like I might hold a little meditation for you, and then I'm kind of like, there's people around and there's lots of noise, but I'm going to do it anyway. So it's just a quick one, but I just want to really kind of invite you right now, if it's safe to do so, you're not driving your car and you're not listening to this in a place where it's not safe for you to close your eyes, let me just quit my emails. Good job it binged in that moment so that I could do it before this moment. Okay, so close your eyes if you can. I'm really going to invite you to feel your body soften right now. And feel your breath deepen and feel your energy settle. Settle like snow on a crisp winter's day. Imagine everything you've been carrying. Worry, overwhelm, resentment, exhaustion, old wounds. Imagine all of that gathering in your hands. Feel the weight of it. Feel the weight of it. All of that. The worry, the overwhelm, the exhaustion. And now imagine placing it gently at your feet. Feet of winter. Saying to yourself, thank you, and I release you. Thank you, and I release you. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften and let your heart breathe again. You don't have to hold it anymore. Feeling your breath flow in and out. Feeling how it feels in your body. Do you feel a little bit lighter, having placed all of these things down? Finding your way back to the space that you're in, knowing that you can come back to your breath anytime. You can come back. It's a really easy, simple thing to do. It's just to put everything down that you don't need to carry anymore. So I'm going to invite you to take these into your week or into your next ritual. These are some journal prompts that I've been using with some of my groups this week. And we just spoke about them earlier, but let's look at them in real reflection. Where have I abandoned myself lately? What patterns resurfaced? Did. See? Honestly, it's just, I'm going to put it all down to Mercury retrograde and lack of communication and weirdnesses because I can't even speak. And yes, I have been up since 3:30 this morning and it's now 10:30. So maybe I'm ready for my afternoon nap, which I might just do for a quick half an hour before Gracie comes back in a moment. But what patterns resurfaced this week and what are they trying to show me? What boundaries does my winter self need and where do I need to slow down? And what am I ready to release before solstice? This is such a powerful time that we're in right now. You know, it's a month. It's a month today until winter solstice. That's the time we start our sacred pause together. But we all wait until New Year to make a start. And then we think that, you know, we can do it all in one day. Like, yay, it's New Year, Happy New Year. Like my whole working life is going to just sort itself out and be amazing in that very moment. And that's not the truth. It's not the truth. And if you do it that way, you're just bypassing all of the magic. All of the magic. So I'm going to start to consider now, what are you really ready to release before solstice? My loves, this week has been such a teacher, such a threshold, such a mirror. And I want you to know that you're not failing and you're not broken. You're absolutely becoming. And this season, this descent into winter, it's such an invitation to remember your power and your truth and your boundaries. Just watching someone else get on a horse. It's very lovely. Love being here. Sweet. I'm walking this path with you. You know, nothing but not real. Can't do anything but be real. This is the alignment right now that we're in. So thank you for sitting with me at the kitchen table today. You know, let this episode land short and sweet. Share it, send it to a sister, or come and tell me your boundary for the winter. And if you want deeper support and connection in a space where women understand this work, then the sanctuary doors are open, but only until winter solstice. And then we close them for 3 months. So there's a couple of things to consider. One, the sacred pause. If you're inside the sanctuary, you get the sacred pause for free, along with everything else that we do. If you're just thinking, do you know what, I'm ready to look at something for the winter, then you can connect in with the sacred pause. And if you do it over this weekend, I've put a special. I hate Black Friday, like it's just full of like consumerism and rubbish. So if you're going to get consumerism and rubbish about something, get it about the sacred pause, which is half price, it's like 44 quid for 7 weeks of container that we are going to dive into from winter solstice through to not spring equinox. That would be a really long time. Winter solstice to Imbolc, so 7 weeks. So, and I love it. I so love that dive into that time, because it's the time when you really get to look back and reflect on the year that you've just had, and to take the magic from those places, to release anything that isn't serving you, and to really, really like hone everything that you're bringing into 2026. I nearly said 2027 then, like I've lost the year somehow. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now. I love you. Speak to you soon. I'm going to jump off, and at some moment I will edit this and get it live for you, but I'm not sure how much juice my phone will give me. I'm pretty impressed that this has worked better than it does at home sometimes. And that sun is so bright, but it's like minus something outside. It's ridiculous, I tell you. Anyway, this time next week I will be on a beach. I will be in Morocco, taking a little bit of time for us, because we haven't had a break after our crazy summer and then our house move. So we are going to be there. There may be a podcast from there. There might not be. I mean, there would have to be 2. I'm away for 2 Fridays. We'll see. But if I don't show up for a couple of weeks, I'm actually setting that boundary and taking a bloody good break. There's a part of me that doesn't want to take my laptop, because if I don't take my laptop, then I can't work, and I won't work, and then I have to not work. But that requires me getting really organised between now and then to get a whole bunch of stuff out pre-recorded. So watch this space. Let's see. Can I do it? Will I do it? Shall I do it? Should I do it? Shall I manage it? I can't speak. I'm going now. Mercury goes the right way on the 29th of November. So the little while of techie communication shizzle to go. And I'm going to stop rambling, because I'm really rambling now. All right. Love you lots. Bye for now. Laura out.